Huh, that's not good. Looks like Toothpick rustled himself a pretty lady.
Sweet jumping jackrabbits! That's no lady, that's Carmelita! What is she doing here?
You know her?
I'm afraid so. Something is very wrong here, Tennessee. But all quantum physics aside, we have to rescue her. Nobody can get there faster than you. I'll grab Sly and Murray, and we'll meet you in the van. Just get going.
Huh. I wonder who Bentley's lady friend is. Kidnapping? That Toothpick's lower than a snake in a ditch. Heck, rescuing pretty ladies is a hobby of mine anyway.
I am only too happy to get rid of this one. Eeh, her tongue's sharp enough to cut leather.
Stinking cowards! Afraid to untie me and fight like men? I swear when I get out of this...
No sense fretting about that, little lady. Cry, cry, little dear, yes. Just enjoy the ride!
I'm coming, Miss Carmelita! I need to blow that barrier away!
Okay! You can stop anytime!
I gotta keep the road clear of obstacles! Time for a little target practice! I better start slinging some lead! This is getting to my head! Woohoo! I am the greatest shot ever!
What are you doing out there? Can't you stop this thing?
Don't worry your pretty head, Miss Carmelita! Everything's under control! Dagnabbit! Looks like some fool just turned up the heat!
Are you enjoying this?
Can't let the stage hit that barrier! Dagnabbit! Looks like some fool just turned up the heat!
Are you enjoying this?
Can't let the stage hit that barrier!
Watch where you're going!
I better start swinging some lead! Whew! I feel like a potato about to get mashed! Woo-wee! I love moving targets! roast us for sure! Okay, this ain't gonna be the smoothest ride.
Please stay on the road! Any road! Can't you stop this thing?
Don't worry your pretty head, Miss Carmelita! Everything's under control!
Who are you?
Pleased to meet you, ma'am. Why, I'm Tennessee Kid.
Don't tell me. You're a Cooper, right? I knew it.
Yes, ma'am. Bentley told me you...
Stop calling me ma'am. The name's Inspector Fox. Wait, Bentley's here?
Well, looks like they're right behind us.
Carmelita, I'm glad you're okay.
Why, that conniving little...
Much obliged for a helping hand, Inspector Fox. Let me run these banditos over to prison, and I be back for you, all in lickety split. Of course, you feeling neighborly? You could just turn yourselves in.
As much as I like the idea of Sly in a cell, nobody kidnaps Inspector Carmelita Fox and gets away with it.
I reckon that also includes tying her to a runaway stage.
Watch it. I'm in no mood for smart remarks. Now, are you ready for another mission, Tennessee?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, I mean, I surely am, Inspector Fox.
Something needs to be done about those Cooper characters. I don't like them skulking around my town or my mind. I better not hear.
This river is dangerous, but it leads back to the prison. Way I figure it, they won't be expecting us to come this way. You sure you're up to this, Miss Fox?
That's Inspector Fox? But just call me Carmelita. Thanks for the rescue, by the way.
My pleasure. Inspector? You some kind of sheriff? How'd you get mixed up with Sly?
It's a long, complicated story. Right now, I need to rescue that ringtail, so I can wring his neck.
Ooh-wee, you are feisty. You remind me of this one little gal who...
So, what's this prison like, anyway?
Well, plenty of fire, for starters.
Terrific. Let's get going.
Miss Carmelita, you didn't forget how to use that pistol, did you?
Not a chance. I just press the R1 button to pull the trigger. And I can press and hold the L1 button to...
You got him on the run now, Carmelita!
Let's sweep this sector, Tennessee! Now catch up with Cooper. Kick his furry tail!
Get back, Carmelita! These barrels are full of TNT. Blast them before we get blown to smithereens!
Which one of you losers wants some of this?
We got us a cattle call overhead!
I can't believe Sly got me into this mess.
Nice shooting, Carmelita!
How about less sweet talk and more action? Tennessee, it looks like you'll have to go on ahead. I'll find another way there.
I hope you boys got a backup plan! This is almost as fun as a sack of gold nuggets! Shucks, these galoots are not smart. Face it, you can't beat the Tennessee Kid!
Tennessee, this way!
Missy, this blossom, beauty that can't be messed with. Looks like we got company, Miss Carmelita, and not the friendly kind.
Why don't you guards just get out of my way?
We got attackers to the left!
Maybe you should just focus on the mission, Tennessee. This boat's steady, Tennessee!
Bingo! Now that's what I call straight shooting! Woo! Those steers up there mean business! Huh, that switch looks kinda important. like some dope are still looking for a fight. Sometimes these boys do get a mite irritating. Could have done that in my sleep. Get your boots on, gang! Tennessee's on the way!
Tennessee! This way! Bentley and Murray are all right. Follow me, Tennessee! You go on. I'll stay here and cover you.
All right, who wants to eat some raisins? I'm shooting rats in a saddlebag. You fellas are messing with the wrong outlaw.
Tennessee! Just one more lock! Carmelita! Are you all right?
I am. No thanks to you. I should leave you in that cage after what you pulled, Sly Cooper.
I know. Look, I can explain everything.
Why, if it wasn't for this handsome and charming gentleman, I wouldn't even be here.
Aw, shucks.
Handsome and charming? Really? Look, Carmelita, I know...
Save it, Sly. All I want to know right now is how I get back to Paris.
Actually, Carmelita, I was more curious how you got here in the first place.
But guys, where's the van?
We'll have to track it down later, Murray. Now, what were you saying, Carmelita?
It's a long story, Bentley. Let's get moving and I'll tell you. When I saw that arrogant little, that no-good lying... I should have tied his mangy tail around his neck. I should have blasted that smug look right off his face. I should probably just finish my story. After the Cooper gang escaped at the museum, I decided to follow my nose and take a look around. I'd been investigating the trading of stolen antiquities on the black market, but I'd never guessed that two-faced ringtail was involved. Then as I turned a corner, I was stunned to see a huge stash of stolen treasure right there in the museum. And even more shocking, Cyril Le Paradox himself unloading them. I couldn't believe it! The billionaire art collector and museum patron was behind this? I was so surprised that by the time I reacted, his goons already had me covered. Then that slimy sawed-off runt had me thrown into some vile machine. And the next thing I knew, I was playing cowboys and criminals. The Old West? Time travel? It was completely loco. Sure, Le Paradox had done some time in his youth, but he'd been squeaky clean ever since. And Interpol had never considered him a suspect. There were rumors about the source of his wealth, but nothing had ever been proven. Now I knew I'd solved that mystery. And of course Cooper and his little friends were involved somehow. Why was I not surprised? The Fleabag tried to feed me some story about having to rob the museum to save the future. But I was done listening to that liar. I needed to get back to Paris. But that toad Toothpick had stolen Murray's van, and Bentley's time machine along with it. I finally cracked the case, and now I was stuck in this lousy dust bowl with the Cooper gang. I don't know what made me angrier. Not being able to bust the lowlife skunk, or being trapped here with that lying ringtail. Ooh! The only bearable thing about this whole mess was that at least Cooper's ancestor was a gentleman.
And another thing, no more whistling. I don't want to hear no...